Yo guys, welcome back to another video. I am back playing Fakewoken. This game is a cool game, except not really, because it's not completely accurate with the combat. Like venting was removed, this does venting. Today I'm just gonna be doing ranked, not really ranked, just 1v1. You know, I'm gonna 1v1 people and I'm gonna record it because I'm bored. Rather record it than not record it. Cause even though like the combat's not gonna be the same, Fakewoken's still gonna have parrying. Fakewoken's still gonna have the ability for you to take your sword and cut someone with it and stuff like that. So that's why I'm gonna be doing ranked 1v1s, because they're more accurate, even though they're not super accurate. Even just parrying, just helping my parry time will it'll help my parry time. If someone would accept my stupid thingy. Also, if you're wondering why I'm on my alt accounts, it's because my main account, oh okay, there's no player. Yeah, okay, we're back. My main account had a bad race and I wanted to look drippy. It had that one race with like the witch hat or whatever, so it kind of looked trash. Yeah, but on my main account I was like pretty much fully maxed out. I had like 40 wins in ranked, but so far I've played like 20 games on this account and I've won 16 of them. But I would really like it if someone, you know, accepted my thing. Also, if you're not that good at PvP in this game, maybe this video will help you see how you can, you know, actually do well in PvP. So that's, you know. All right, we got into a match with a gentleman over here with 15 wins, so he's not a noob. Okay, good luck, have fun. All right. Okay, a little bit of blunder there. Just gonna let me heal. Okay, this guy's playstyle is super annoying. This guy's playstyle is weird. So this fight is kind of goofy. That's why he has a lot of wins, is because if your playstyle is weird in this game, you have an advantage, because people aren't used to playing it, obviously. GG. Well played. Alright, so that's match 1. We have popped into our second match against someone with 52 wins. That is a lot of wins. Okay, good luck, have fun. Don't know if I'll be able to beat this guy, we'll see. GG, well played. Alright, so that match, pretty much, since this guy had high wins, usually if you have high wins, that means you're good at parrying. Not necessarily, but usually. You could be horrible at parrying and still have high wins, which that guy was. But my game plan there was to just go around his back, because to people who are good at parrying, you want to roll and jump over their head and hit their back, or just roll to the side of them and hit their back, and just you know, try to do that. because, well, you can't block from your behind. You know, you can't block from behind you unless you turn, which isn't super easy to keep up with. So yeah, that was my logic there, and we're in another match against this guy. Is 1 win. Good luck, have fun. So against this guy, against new players, I'm going to play super aggressive, just really aggressive. So here, look, I'll show you. Okay, so he's not a noob, he knows how to block. Okay, so he's not a noob, so I can't just play super aggressive. I'm gonna play on the aggressive end because he is a noob. He's not a noob, but he's not great. So I'm still gonna play aggressive, but also just try to go around his back, and kind of just snag hits off of him. So he is feinting. He's not good at feinting, I can tell. Okay, we're gonna try something like this. Oh, that didn't work well. We're winning. He's probably about 20%. Okay, I don't know how I didn't get the hit there. I was like right behind him. So you see how I was just circling around and hitting his side? That was pretty much so I could keep range if I needed to make it so it was hard for him to hit me. So you see in that match, I wasn't going around his back. I was just going around his side. Pretty much, it's just so it's hard for him to keep up with me. And if he slashes and I slash, but I slash to his side, and he doesn't slash to his side, then guess what? He misses the slash, and I hit the slash, even if we slash at the exact same millisecond, the exact same second. Okay? And we're in another match, but then he would miss the slash, and I would hit the slash. So that's what happened there. So yeah, that's what I pretty much did. That guy was also not feinting properly. That's another reason why he was losing. Only feint when someone is blocking a lot. If they're not blocking a lot, then there's no reason to feint. This guy is a noob, so I'm just gonna play super aggressive. Stay on him. Just stay on top of him. That is a viable strategy. Just stay on top of him. If he's playing aggressive, just try to parry and just go back at him. And yeah, it caught me the win. 2-2, 1 played. Okay, what are we? 4-4, something like that. Fakewoken is my type of combat, by the way. It's my type of combat. It's slow combat, and it isn't just combat where you go up to the guy, you punch him once, and he just sits there, so you punch him 4 more times, because most games in like Rogue Lineage as an example, you punch them, and then you can go pow, and then you hit them away. Yeah, those games suck. In my opinion, the combat for those games are boring and standard. Why? Because that's not realistic. If I'm in a boxing match and I punch someone once, what are they gonna do? They're gonna put their hands up, okay? And maybe my first punch will rock them enough to where they can't put their hands up and I could just combo them. But realistically, if I don't just have an extremely strong power shot, and let's say even if I clip their jaw, if they're good at boxing or they haven't got their jaw cracked like 100 times, what they're gonna do is they're gonna immediately instinctively put their hands up over their face, so it's gonna be harder for me to hit their jaw. And yes, again, of course, I can still hit them if they're kind of wonky enough. Like if I hit them the first time and they're kind of rocked, I can go in for more hits, but that's not always gonna happen. That's what I like about this game is you can't hit, as long as the player is playing good, you can't hit them multiple times in a row, and that's the combat that I'm actually really good at. I like this combat a lot. Parry combat, I haven't beaten Sekiro. You know what? I actually bought Sekiro like 2 months ago and stopped playing because it was very difficult. But I'm gonna play again because Fakewoken's coming out in like less than a month, so I'm gonna keep playing. This person is holding block. So this is where fainting is going to come in a little bit. So you see I'm just twirling around around their back, and GG, well played. I was just twirling around their back and feinting to try to build up posture on them. And on top of that, I wanted to just hit them from their back. So what they would do is I would hit their block, right? Then what would happen is they would hit my block, I would parry, then I would go around to their back, hit their back. It would do damage to them. They'd flick around, holding block and then what I'd do is I'd feint, and then they parry, and then I'd hit their guard again. So I was just building up damage and building up their guard. Go like have fun. So I was building up damage and building up their parry bar. Okay. So I'm just playing super aggressive against this guy because he's a newer player. I can tell that. Even if I didn't have a win count on him, I could tell that he's not blocking a lot. Well played. I could tell that he's not blocking a lot because, well, he's not blocking a lot. So I just play super aggressive there and just rotated around the back while also just trying to hit him, just building up damage, you know? All right. Yeah, I'm really excited for Fakewoken coming out. It's probably going to come out around December 14th to 20th. Delete that one. That's probably around the time it's going to come out. Okay. This guy should have like 20 wins, dude. This guy's not bad. Maybe not 20. 20 is a little bit much, but he's not like the others. I was hitting him from behind there. I don't know what that was. GG, well played. Okay, so that guy, I actually have to. You might be like, hey, wait, what? All the other people got you to like half health. That guy barely damaged you. Yeah, I had to try hard. That was like trying my best. Okay, so what? We're like 7 out of 7, 6 out of 6, somewhere like that. So that, pretty much what I did there is, since that guy knew how to parry and block, feint. Feinting is extremely powerful in this game. So, yeah. Pretty much, I just feinted a lot. You could see in the battle, I feinted a lot. Other stuff that I also tried to do is just try hard, which just means I just had really good parry time. So I was able to block and parry most of his attacks. So the game plan was just really just to pretty much parry all of his attacks and not let him get a hit on me, while also preserving my parry bar so it doesn't go too far up, while also trying to rotate around him and get free hits, while also trying to feint him a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, I know. It's a lot going on. I pretty much just had to put all my skills together to beat that guy. Because I could tell he wasn't like the other people who didn't know they didn't have the F button on their keyboard, or the other people who just, I don't know, they just weren't experienced. So how many? Okay, so this guy has low wins. All right, this should be a relatively easy game. We're going to rush, boom, 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 and now just going. After he's panicked, we're just gonna go in. That's usually well played. Kind of. Okay. How many wins have we gotten so far? What, 8? 8 out of 8? So when people say Deepwoken's not skill-based, send them this video, yeah? Because, oh, okay, I guess this game technically is Deepwoken, but it still has parrying, and it still has sword cutting, and it still has rolling. I'll tell you what, it's more accurate than Rogue Lineage. You're gonna get better at Deepwoken by playing Fakewoken than you are Rogue Lineage. GG. Well played. That was a nice finish. That was a nice ending there. So that game plan there, I'll tell you what, was just a circle around him while also putting stuff on his pretty much just parrying all of his attacks to build up his parry bar. And oh, there's not another player. Okay, there. Pretty much just parry his attacks to build up his parry bar and keep aggressing him to build up his parry bar and then break his guard. So at the end there, even if he was at like 30%, I would have been able to get like 2 free hits, 3 free hits off of him, and I would have won. So that was the game plan. It would have worked if he had a little bit more HP. And I guess it did technically work because guess what? Parrying someone's attacks also comes with the benefit. You don't take damage when you parry someone's attack. So even if I didn't break his posture bar right away, I still blocked most damage. So this person is a noob, or they're not great at the combat. So not bad. Not a bad game from my end. I played okay. So again, if you don't think the combat is skill based, this video should tell you otherwise. Okay, another noob. I'd rather get people with like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 wins, but it isn't looking like we'll get that. Okay, you got first blood. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, landing the first hit on your opponent. Okay, I'm joking. Landing the first hit on your opponent's always crucial because it puts them into a panic state. Like, I started panicking, thinking this guy was a smurf because okay, he's not a smurf. He just got a little bit lucky. He's not bad though. He's not a 1-win skill level. He's more like 10 wins. GG played. So yeah. So that's 11 out of 11. Something like that. Okay. 14 wins. Okay, so not a noob. Keep in mind at the beginning of this video, I only had what, like 16, 17 wins, something like that. So he could be like me, where this is just the start of his journey to getting like 100 wins in a row. Okay, why is he like turned around? Oh, damn, he got me there. Ugh. GG. Okay. We're gonna get to 30 wins and then I'm gonna hop off. So, I did lose one. He was probably at like 30-40%. I definitely could have won. I wasn't playing too good there. I could have won that if I, because what I was just trying to do is I was just trying to play super good. Okay, that one part, honestly, where I backdashed, I shouldn't have done that. What I should have done is should have parried his attack and then just played super aggressive, like hyper aggressive, because at that point he still had like 20% HP lead. So the only solution would have been to play really aggressive, just rack up damage, and then play more defensive once I thought I was winning after getting like 3 hits on him. Or 3 more hits than he would have gotten on me. So we get a newer player. So this I'm just gonna play hyper aggressive because I can tell he's not that good. I'll show you what hyper aggressive looks like. That's hyper aggressive. Okay, I couldn't that quick enough. I want to fight that one guy again. Is this the same guy? Can't tell. Good luck, come on. Good. This guy's not bad. So this is also playing hyper aggressive, except against a better opponent, or actually maybe the same guy. So pretty much, tough. So pretty much, hyper aggressive is just going at them, spam clicking, and don't block. If they're gonna hit you, and you know they're gonna hit you, I don't know how you'll know that. Then you block. Actually, you know what? No, that's just playing regular aggressive. Hyper aggressive, okay, this is probably gonna be the last match. But hyper aggressive is just when they hit you, then you parry. Okay? If they don't hit you, then don't parry. So they hit you and then they'll go for another hit and then you parry. If